Hey loves, and welcome to another installment of Wellbeing's Working Well with me, Ashley Farrell, health and wellness coach specializing in preventing burnout in high stress work environments. In today's installment, we'll be going over common workplace stressors and some strategies to help manage these stressors. The main goal or primary intention that I have for you all is that you're able to regulate yourself mentally and emotionally in order to become a positive influence in your work environment or find a work environment that's more positive. The American Psychology Association listed common workplace stressors as such: low salaries, excessive workloads, few opportunities for growth or advancement, work that is neither challenging or engaging, social support, not having enough control over one's job-related task, and conflicting demands or unclear performance expectations. So before I let you know the interventions we're going to be using to minimize these stressors, just want to let you know that as I go through each intervention, I'm going to place the stressors that they're able to help either directly or indirectly right here. So here's how we're going to attack these stressors. First, track your stressors. Begin to notice if there's a pattern that tends to trigger you or increase your anxiety. Once you become aware of your stressors and your triggers, then you can now proactively prepare for them. We're going to use an example. So say you know there's a meeting coming up and you have a bit of social anxiety. You don't like to participate in meetings, not because you don't have something very valuable to say, but just the idea of all eyes on you make you want to crawl up like a ball. What you would do is bring in a journal, and as things come to your mind that you would like to input to the group, write it out. So when you have the opportunity to speak, you're able to refer to what you've written and you don't get lost in your anxiety or your stage fright. You prepare for this stressor. Right? Number 2, and it goes with number 1, you'll begin to develop healthy responses. If you're proactive, so let's say that meeting example again, and you know that you tend to get defensive in meetings or become irritated or any of those things. First, you're going to mentally prepare for the meeting, whether that's meditation, my personal favorite, or you're just listening to calming music to calm your nerves before the meeting, right? Now that you're prepared and you're proactive about your temperament as you go into it, then once again, you're going to employ your journal. Using your journal to write down what you want to say before you just shoot it out might help you from saying something that you didn't intend to say or saying something in a tone that was more aggressive or defensive than you intended it to be. Establishing borders and boundaries. One of my personal faves. As long as you're available to do your job-related tasks within the confines of your agreed upon job-related work hours, then set those boundaries for yourself. I know a lot of my remote worker friends or those that have communication set up through their cell phone and emails feels like the work never stopped, because for some people, their boundaries may be that they continue work after the workday has ended. If that's not what you do, set that and be confident in setting that boundary. Personally, I'm a mom. When I come home, that is for my child. She has been without me all day. I'm going to give her this time with mommy. Another story about no one at my previous job had my cell phone number. If I'm not at work, you don't need to call me. And I meant that. That might be a hard boundary for some of you all out there, but that was my boundary. It was all around the hospital. Do you have Ashley's number? Do you have Ashley? No, because if I'm not in the building, then I'm not at work. I digress. Take time to recharge. Once again, you cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot scroll Instagram on a dead phone. There comes a point where enough is enough and you have to step back, even for the day. You've been working at your computer for 3 hours straight. Step back. Go take a walk for 15 minutes. Let some things just flow around in your mind space and in your body. Let your body move and come back to it. Learn how to relax. Number 4, learn how to relax. This is a big one. It's really easy, and I say this with a lot of love, to blame other people for irritating you or for aggravating your nerves or for creating a stressful work environment. But the responsibility, oh, that was hard to say. The responsibility falls on your lap to learn how to self-regulate, to learn how to set those boundaries, to learn how to proactively prepare yourself for your stressors, for your triggers, then as much as you think people know, other people are not aware of. It is on you to prepare yourself for the workday. And a part of that is learning how to relax in the midst of it. If you feel your anxiety and your stress working its way up to a point of detriment, what do you do to calm yourself down? I'll give you some tips. Go for a walk. Listen to your favorite song. If you have a friend at work, pull them to the side, and if they can handle it, be emotionally mature and responsible about this, but allow yourself to be vulnerable with them if they have a capacity for it, right? Back to your journal, write it all out. Just release that tension outside of you and calm yourself down. Another personal favorite, breath work. Using breathing to calm your body down, to regulate your nervous system. But in adulthood, if you're able and old enough to have a job, then you're mature and able and old enough to learn how to self-regulate yourself and how to find relaxation in the body. 5, talk to your leadership. Self-advocate. Write down and explain those things that you have been tracking. So your stressors that you have been tracking. Use this list to advocate for yourself. Talk to your leaders. Talk to your managers. Ask for help if necessary. Also, be familiar with your physical and mental health benefits at work, right? Take advantage of these things. Take advantage of your days off, of your sick pay, of your PTO. Take advantage of any employment assistance program. Take advantage of any gym or meditative space that your employer holds. But take advantage of all of the ways that your job tries to facilitate a work-life balance. And if there's a missing spot or a donut hole in the wellness program that you notice, take it to your leadership and trust that they'll be invested in making sure that their human resources are up to the task and that the job that they've created for you all to do is sustainable, right? It is in the employer's benefit too to retain employees and to invest in the employees and to make sure that the job that they're allotted to do is a sustainable one and that they're able to do it while being in complete wellness and well-being with minimal stressors. Number 6, get support from loved ones, right? So I kind of mentioned this too in how to relax, but yes, definitely. If you have a coworker or you have a trusted work buddy, work wife, work husband that you're able to just rely on each other with the stressors of the day, then fully take advantage. If there's a friend or a spiritual place or a relative that you depend on or can depend on for a support, try that. If there's not a human in your life and you're able to, pets are an excellent source of well-being. I think some put it that they extend a person's life up to 10 years, right? So finding support from a person, a pet, Even nature, the universe, going to water or just being by a tree and just literally feels the support of the earth being here for you. But it is necessary to find a way that you feel supported. So to recap, common stressors in the workplace include low salaries, excessive workloads, few opportunities for growth or advancement, work that isn't challenging nor engaging, lack of social support, not having enough control over job-related tasks, conflicting demands, and unclear performance expectations. The interventions that we'll be using to address these stressors include: track your stressors, develop healthy responses, establish borders and boundaries, take time to recharge, learn how to relax, talk to leadership, get support when needed. And that's it. Thank y'all so much for watching today's episode. I truly appreciate it. Remember, my full intention for you is that you're able to take this information and become a light source in your workplace, a source of positive influence and positive inspiration. I pray that you give your best to yourself and to the job that you've been called to fulfill, and that you do not let any toxic or challenging, difficult workspace, people, or situation drain you of that light. Burnout is over. We are restoring each other, replenishing each other. We're here for growth and expansion. I wish you the best of luck. I love you from here to the moon. Until next time. Bye, loves.